marketing. And what is affiliate marketing all about? Affiliate marketing is what we all do every day. Like, people do affiliate marketing, but they don't know that they do affiliate marketing. Now, let me give an example. Let's say Mr. Paul has a phone he wants to sell, and then Mr. Paul talks to Mr. Peter. Let's say Mr. Peter is this broke university guy looking for how to make money to sustain himself, to buy handouts and everything. And then Mr. Peter tells Mr. Paul, okay, I'm going to help you sell these your phones. And let's say Mr. Paul has like 5 phones. And Mr. Peter said, okay, I will help you sell it. He has sent each of these phones for 100,000 and I'll help you sell it. For each one I sell, I earn a commission of 10,000, which is 10% of 100,000. And the other guy agrees, yeah, he's okay with me. Then Mr. Peter then goes ahead. Probably he knows one or two guys in his department that wants to buy a phone, or he went to his WhatsApp groups, his department WhatsApp group, and posted, and stuff like that. And someone showed interest and bought. Now, what is Mr. Paul going to do? Mr. Paul is going to pay him 10,000 because that was the agreement. Imagine that if Mr. Peter sold like 5 in a day, what happens? Mr. Peter just made 50k in a day selling phone. Now ask yourself, is Mr. Peter the owner of this phone that he just sold? No. Who owns the phone? Mr. Paul owns the phone. But who made money? Both parties made money. Mr. Peter made money. He made 50k. Mr. Paul made money. Okay, let's assume since the phone is 100,000, right? And Mr. Peter sold 5. That means 5 of it gave him 50,000. Then that means since Mr. Paul is the person that owns the phone and he sold 5, that means 5 of it gave Mr. Paul 450,000 and he gave Mr. Peter 50,000. What is that trying to show you? That is trying to tell you that Mr. Peter he's not like the real owner of the product. Since he's not the owner, he doesn't get all the money. You can't just say what is not your own and he gets all the money, no. And that's what affiliate market is all about. Affiliate marketing is you simply selling other people's products and you're earning a commission. Now look at this slide on this screen. The first one says affiliate puts your product on his or our website or social media handle. And that's what I just explained. Remember what Mr. Peter did. Mr. Peter posted that phone on his WhatsApp group or his status or his Facebook timeline, and people saw it and got interested. Now, customer clicks on the ad, probably like Mr. Peter's cosmate, clicks on that product that was on the WhatsApp group or on Mr. Peter's status, and then the person bought. This conversion is going to be tracked. Now, let me tell you what conversions have been tracked. Imagine if Mr. Paul, Mr. Paul is the owner of the phones. Imagine if Mr. Paul has like 100 phones and Mr. Peter is just one person. He feels like Mr. Peter